Lo que más me gustó del guión es la realidad de la película. Los personajes también, y siendo una persona de ascendencia caribeña, el entendimiento que tenía, Frankie, el director, con la cultura caribeña.
Everything she said.
Yes.
She said very good things. You look, I mean, beautiful. Your Spanish is so beautiful. It's very,
No,
yeah,
sí.
I love it.
No, it's it's New York. That's pretty much all. Puerto Rican mom, Dominican dad, and for some reason we don't speak like.
Do
Dominicans
the whole
or
thing in
Puerto
Spanish. It's a good idea.
You should too.
I'll be outside. I have a pee.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
sorry. No, I'll just sit here.
I can translate.
I like the
for
way
you.
it sounds. It's good. I'll be like.
But do you sense the difference too?
Yeah, it's great.
Sí, súper bien, súper sexy.
Isn't she,
Oh God.
El idioma, sí.
Didn't you see that in the movie?
Totally.
Oh, totally. Totally. I know. You would have tried doing the lovemaking scene.
In a way, I felt that
Very
the movie
confusing.
was like a Romeo and Juliet
Sí.
in the Cayman Islands.
Yeah,
Meeting at
absolutely.
the wrong time, or maybe not at the wrong time, but your
sort of
character's
impossible
a
love.
little like Cinderella,
Mm.
and her character's the princess,
Yeah,
or the prince.
Yeah.
In a way, not the
Yeah.
rich lady and the.
Yeah.
of
Could you
course.
talk a little about the relationship and what are the problems that you have to face within the society that you live as characters?
I mean,
It's your father, really, isn't it? That's it's in a sense it's.
I think so, yeah. And the fact that he also works, his character works for my father, you know, and
She has an overbearing father who is, you know, a wealthy Caymanian man who has
Yeah.
made a lot of money. He's found a niche in the market in an island where it's all about banks and expats.
it's all about
coming
money.
over.
And
It's all
so
about
funny,
money.
like and your first impression of seeing, you know, how they're just opposed to this relationship happening, everybody around them, you would think that it's a cultural thing, that it's about color or race. In reality, it's about social status. He doesn't have the money to live, you know, or to sort of be in the lifestyle that we have. Therefore, we came up, we're not going down. So it's like you don't want to, it's more about downgrading and upgrading. And once you think about it, it's such a frivolous way to think, you know? But that's the way it is. And it's very similar to Caribbean life when it comes to that. There's no middle class. You're either rich or you're poor. And you have to live completely separate. And, you know, you don't really mingle.
Was it difficult to establish the friendship between the two of you? I'm assuming you didn't know each other before the movie.
No, we knew each other before.
Yeah.
Actually, we did Pirates together.
That was what helped, because I'm
first
always
one.
nervous, like going into a set, starting from scratch. And to know that I was going to see a familiar face, I kind of like felt, okay, it's going to be okay. And then, God, the first night I just got out, literally like leave the airport, go to the set, and like I'm hanging out, like having a glass of wine with everybody. I'm like, this is, well, actually after they shot.
Yeah. At the end of shooting.
Yeah, afterward. But it was amazing, and just everybody's passion.
There was a real
shared
passion
that.
for this film, man. I mean, for me, it was like
Yeah.
the first time I worked on a small movie, and amongst all these big ones, and I so loved those
That
kind
was
of
the
movies.
first thing you said when
was
I
like,
saw you. You're like, yeah, it's an independent film.
I know, it's an independent film. I love it. At last, I've managed to find myself in an independent film. It's what I've always wanted, and somehow I've been able to get there.
Great.
No, it was. But to be honest, the passion and the belief and the, you know, the sheer balls with which Frankie approached and tackled this whole film. He's a 24-year-old Frankie Flowers director who, you know, who just had such a vision for the story. It was his story, and in many ways, his experience of growing up in the Cayman Islands. It was the first movie to ever be made there. We had the whole island behind us, and you know, I mean, it's a hardcore story for a teenage audience, man.
Yeah.
And you know, who knows, you know, but it deals with teenage
Issues that are
issues. You
real.
know what I mean? I mean, it's, you know, it may be too hardcore, but it does deal with the issues of growing up and
I
teenaging.
don't even think it's that. It might seem, you know, with the sort of like the coloring and the tint and the music and everything. But these are issues that are going to hit home, you know, and it doesn't cross that line where a parent should be sort of like concerned, you know. There's not that much sex or blood or whatever.
There's a kind of a smoking scene between us, though. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but it's I was so proud to be a part of it. You know, it was like yeah,
It was good.
it was fun. It was fun.